Good morning! Me and Gav just met somebody to sell one of our crocheted hooded cowls. Now we're on our way back home. The sun is super bright. We're heading right towards the sun. It's about 8:30 in the morning. So we're gonna go home and we're gonna make some breakfast, isn't that right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you want for breakfast?
We're gonna have macaroni and cheese leftovers.
Macaroni and cheese for breakfast?
No, macaroni and cheese for leftovers.
Oh, leftovers from dinner?
Yeah.
Whatever you say. Hey guys, I'm on my way home. I drove all the way up here to go to my therapy appointment, and I walk in and they're like, Brittany's here, and I'm like, yeah, I'm here. And then they're like, we called you, we had to cancel your appointment because so-and-so has the day off. And I'm like, really? It is my fault. I didn't answer the phone when they called because I didn't know the number, but it happens. It just sucks because I called my mother-in-law and she's at the house watching Gavin, and then I drove all the way up here, and now I'm on my way back home. So yeah. Other than that, I'm just gonna go home now, and I got some projects I'm working on that I want to take down to my mom's shop tomorrow, so I'm gonna get those done. Because I gotta go down there and pick up a few things. Ooh, I about ran that light. I gotta go down there and pick up some baby items and a hat. So as I do that, I'm gonna take some other stuff I've made recently down because it's like fall type stuff that'll sell good this season. Because yesterday we found out that my husband's credit score dropped 17 points because he paid off his truck. Tell me how much sense that makes. By definition, credit is your ability to pay back the money you borrow, basically. So tell me why, when you pay back the money, your credit score drops that drastically. We were only like 20 points away from being able to get a mortgage loan. So now I'm like stressed out about money. So I've been doing every little thing I can to, scrounge up enough money to save. That's gonna eventually be a decent down payment on a house. And I feel like if I work hard enough, I can probably at least save about $100 a week, which doesn't seem like a lot, but being a stay-at-home mom and not having to pay for daycare and pay into taxes because I'm making my own stuff. I'm selling handmade items. That will add up. It's worth it to me. And it's not hard to sit down and make the stuff. It's time consuming. Gavin doesn't seem to mind. He's not one of those kids that need my every single minute of attention. He'd much rather me just leave him alone. I probably bug him enough as it is. But yeah, that's how things are going right now. I don't mind living where we live now, but it is small. It's a 1-bedroom, basically an apartment. Our rent is low, so that that helps out with being able to save a little bit of money here and there. But we're getting ready to have another baby, you know? And I know the first 6 months he's not gonna take up a lot of space. He can just, you know, sleep in his bassinet next to the bed. He's not gonna need his own room. But I would like to have the room. I would like for him to have his own space when he starts walking, by the time he starts walking. And not to mention, Gavin deserves his own space. And me and Britt, we need our privacy. So, I just cannot wait to buy a house. I just cannot wait. I feel like a weight will be lifted off my shoulders once we get to that point. And I can say that, you know, we are eventually going to own our own house and hopefully a little bit of property. And that will just make me feel so much better. But it's work, and I appreciate everything my husband does. I mean, he gets up before the sun rises and he goes into work. And he works his butt off. He works outside. He works in the heat. He works in the freezing cold, and he gets the job done, and we really appreciate what he does. I wish that I could be working. There's days that I cry because I feel like I'm not pulling my own weight, but in a way I am. I'm raising our children. I'm not paying someone to do it, which I have nothing against people that work with young children and, you know, take them to daycare. I used to do that. Gavin used to be at daycare 5 days a week, sometimes for 10 or 11 hours when I had to work over. But I really am enjoying the time that I get to spend at home with him, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. And I really appreciate what Britt does to allow me to do that. He's a pretty awesome guy. I kind of like him. Hey guys, so I'm getting ready to start dinner. We're gonna have pork chops, rolls, some sweet corn, and some baked beans. So it's about 3 now. If I go ahead and put the pork chops in the crock pot, they'll be done by 7. So that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do. I'm gonna go ahead and get my spices ready. I'm probably gonna do, I always cook with chicken broth because I think it just brings out the flavor and everything. I always do chicken broth. I always do garlic. And I usually add some parsley. And then I add salt and pepper. And that might be it. That might be all I add to them. That might be all they need. And I'll let you guys see it when I'm done with it. Look at that. All seasoned and ready to go. I used garlic powder, onion powder, because like I said, you guys, my family doesn't like vegetables, so I have to sneak them in. I used parsley, and I used my ground pepper. And that's all I put in other than the chicken broth. So we'll let those cook on high for about 4 hours, and then we'll check them out. They should cook perfectly and just like fall apart, and that is my favorite way to eat pork chops. A lot of people like them, you know, breaded. I would much rather just eat them like this, wouldn't you? You don't even know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I do.
You got your goo?
Yeah, I have. I open it and then I close it again.
Is that Ninja Turtle poop?
No.
What is it?
Just you. Alien goo.
It's alien goo?
Yep.
I thought it was alien poo.
It was alien goo. I said Ninja Turtle goo, but they said it was Ninja Turtle goo, but it's just alien goo.
So why didn't you take a nap today? How come we had to fight so much?
Because I took a nap and then you thought I didn't do it, but but I really did. I had that jam.
Pretty sure you didn't take a nap because I was watching you. You didn't take a nap.
I just had the jam.
You had to jam?
Yeah.
So show everybody your new talent.
New talent. Oh yeah.
Gavin learned something brand new, you guys. Are you ready for this? He snapped! He's a snap! He's a snapper!
Yeah, I was snap.
He was so proud. He went to football practice yesterday, and we got there first. So every kid that showed up for football practice, he said, guess what? I can snap. Look, I'm snapping. Look. He's so excited. Thank goodness he doesn't know how to whistle yet.
What?
So I wanted to show you guys what I finished today. I've been crocheting basically all day. Might be loud in here because I got all the windows open because it is so nice out. It's like 74 degrees outside. It's amazing. It's so much better than it being 90 or 100. And no humidity, and there's a nice breeze. This is my favorite, absolute favorite time of year. Is it your favorite time of year?
Yeah.
He said yeah. So here's what I finished.
Hey, Cooper, smell this for a second.
He wants you to smell the goo. Smell it. Smell it. Smell it! Okay. Anyway. So here's what I made. It's another one of those hooded cowls. Yeah. How'd you know?
Because it looks like this.
This one girl, I'm on this page on Facebook. It's called like Crochet Addicts, and she calls it a scrooty, a scarf hoodie, and I think I'm gonna start calling them scrooties because I think that that's so cute. So I wasn't as pleased with this one as I have been with the rest because I made a mistake. Quit. Go take your goo.
Huh?
Go take your goo somewhere else. Go take your turtle poop somewhere else.
He's not turtle poop.
He's in his underwear. Anyway, I'm not happy with it because I made this part here too long. And I had to sew it together right here. And then the scarf was only like three rows long because I ran out of my pink color. Like I hardly have any left, so it's just gonna have to stay like that. I took a couple pictures in it. I'll add a picture in here, but I don't know, guys. I'm not as happy with it as I should be, and I hate that. And I don't like these holes here because this is a double crochet going this way and a double crochet going this way. So I put 2 single crochets here binding them. And on this side, like right there, I didn't do it like I should have. And I hate it when my work has flaws. But I would probably be the only one to notice. Because it doesn't look uniform. Like if we're going to have these holes, I want them to be uniform. Like I need them to be all the way around.
Hey, look at them now, tubers. See? It's just a shaped goo. It makes it look different.
It still looks like turtle poop.
You know what? Feel it.
It feels like boogers. Ew, boogers. I wanted to show you guys what I did to kind of fix the scooty that I made earlier because I showed you guys that it had some imperfections that I didn't really like. So I took some gray and I added some trimmings around the bottom. See, here's the face. And then here's where, sorry, it's out of focus. Here's where I started the trimmings. Isn't that cute? I thought it turned out really, really well. And I tried it on and I took another picture and I put it on some sales sites here. I'm trying to sell it already. I put it on for $35. I think that seems reasonable. I used almost 2 whole skeins of yarn in it, and it took me like 3 hours to make it. So I think that's a reasonable asking price. Sorry, we're watching some We're watching Mulan. Gavin's a warrior.
I'm not a warrior.
In his underwear. Captain America.
I'm not Captain America.
You got a Captain America shield.
Does this make me Captain America? I'm Super America.
He's Super America, you guys. You're a nut.
Oh,
So dinner's still cooking. I haven't talked to Britt for a while. I'm not really sure what time he's gonna get home. He'll probably get home sometime around 6. He's going crazy. So he'll probably get home sometime around 6, and then dinner will be ready at 7. And I don't think we got much else going on tonight. Okay, it should all be done now. Oh yeah, that looks really good. Yum. So pork chops are done. Corn's been boiled. I made us some crescent rolls. I did not make, what was I going to make? Beans. Because I always like to add barbecue sauce, and I have used the rest of my barbecue sauce a few days ago when I made meatloaf. But yeah, I'm gonna sit down and eat, work on some more crocheting, and then it's gonna be time for bed because we gotta get up early and get Gav to school. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.